to you. My love, my life, it all belongs to you. It all belongs. It all belongs. It all belongs. Oh, it all belongs to you. It all belongs to you. Said it all belongs to you. Hey, it all belongs to you. It all belongs to you. It all belongs to you. Every air that we breathe, Lord. Everything that we are, Lord. It all belongs to you. It all belongs to you. Hallelujah.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
You're listening to The Street 919.
Views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street 919 FM.
Tune into The Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk.
Emancipation cannot be a one-day dress-up in African card event. It has to be a serious process in which resources are provided to our people to ensure they are emancipated. You cannot develop on handouts. That's another form of domination and control. When programs and policies are put in place so that you can develop economically, so that you can become business people, then and only then we can begin to talk about economic development.
Conscious Talk, Conscious Talk, talk.
A pleasant morning, Trinidad and Tobago, the world at large. Once again, it's a duty. I see it as a duty to be on Conscious Talks. From independence, August 1st, 1962, Republic, August 1st, 1976, that is 48 years ago to date. Emancipation, abolition of slavery, 1st of August, 1838. Emancipation, August 1st, 1985. The first independent country to declare Emancipation Day a public holiday to commemorate the abolition of slavery. The steel pan was invented in the 1930s. The only acoustic musical instrument to be invented in the 20th century. Trinbago, yes, Trinbago, since 1986, represent pan in this country. Trinidad and Tobago was the wealthiest in the Caribbean, the third richest by GDP. With all that being said, where we are today, I repeat, based on all what I have just read, where we are today, and as you would say, where we are at and where we are going. There are a few words which I've noticed is popping up on a daily basis as we move along. And I'll start with one of the words, which is COVID. COVID, yes. Another word, climate change. Another word, sedition. And these are words which should be used when there are mishaps, failures, and other things. We use these words to alleviate or look for sympathy for the situations that these words would come in. I'm sorry for COVID. I'm sorry for climate change. And, every time a certain institution shuts down, we blame climate change. We have problems with water, we blame climate change. Sedition, well, we know where the word sedition comes from. And there's a new word on the block, ladies and gentlemen. The new word on the block is bullying. The new word on the block is bullying. But I didn't come to speak about that this morning. First of all, something tug at my mental again, as I will go straight to director. You can put up this on the screen for me, please, sir. New soca contest shows disregard for culture. Our country, Trinidad and Tobago, is big on culture. I'll read a little excerpt. The former organizer of the International Soca Monarch, ISM, the Caribbean Prestige Promotion, has criticized the government's move to create an international soca competition in 2025 with new partners as showing disregards for culture. Director, go to the last one, please, sir, and play the clip, the last slide that I sent you. Go right down. And ladies and gentlemen, I ask for you to listen and share the consciousness. Don't just say, listen, there is a difference. Go ahead, Director.
Excited to partner by offering some limited financial support, leaving the rest to this consortium, and we look forward to them providing a reimagined platform to showcase the best in soca music during Carnival 2025 and beyond, and reigniting soca music's place in our nation's rich cultural heritage.
Ladies and gentlemen, culture, carnival. I don't have much to say on this. The reason why I'm bringing up this situation is because very soon, a situation which will be taking place in this country around the carnival, to me, I'm saying everyone has a view. And when I see something, I would like to say it respectfully. I will honor my parents, my teachers, my leaders, and my elders, and those in authority. Whatever I speak on, I think I have the right, and I think I'll do so with respect. Around our carnival season, you're talking culture, a soca, a prominent figure, I would say, would be hosting a show around that same carnival season, and to me, and along with others, we see that as a disrespect. Before, we wasn't aware if the show would go on, yes or no, but I would like to take you to this video to see the contract has been signed, and we see where this would go from there. Go ahead, Director.
So the top DJ, they know that the contract signed. Trinidad 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am saying simple little things graduate to big things, and we see how this situation will pan out in 2025. Now, what brought me out here this morning, ladies and gentlemen? What really brought me out here this morning from my slumber? There are situations which needs to be addressed in this country, but no one seems to be listening. Hear my words. Listening. And again, I want to reiterate, when I'm speaking, I am not here to disrespect anyone. I'm just here to share my views consciously. Go ahead, Director.
2024 Kwanzaa Market is back at the Garden Theatre, Queen's Hall on Saturday 14th December and Sunday 15th December. Come enjoy music, food and drinks while you shop for local delicacies, home decor, skincare items, clothing, jewelry and unique gift items in the beautiful natural ambience of the Garden Theatre. If you missed shopping at the Emancipation Village this year, here is your chance to get those special items. Come to the Kwanzaa Market Saturday 14th December from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday 15th December from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. See you there.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. This ad is what brought me out this morning. We speak culture. We speak emancipation. We speak for emancipation. How much years? The Emancipation Support Committee is in a little house. A little 2x4 house. In a residential community where nothing, where business is concerned, could take place. Yes, this is what brought me out this morning, because things like this bothers me. We speak culture. We speak Africanism, and I'm not here to pretend to feel I know more conscious than anyone or more Africanite. I'm just saying where equity is concerned in this country, things like these bothers me. In case you miss it in the Queen's Park Savannah, where people have their businesses year round in this country, where businesses and commerce is taking place year round, the Emancipation Support Committee have to squat a little bit in the Savannah for a little bit leading up to emancipation. They don't have to go to the Queen's Park Savannah, sorry, the Queen's Hall, to see who could sell what they could sell for Christmas. When the Emancipation Support Committee, let me say this with respect, Mrs. Yuzuma Wadada doesn't own emancipation. Mr. Kafra Kambon do not own emancipation. Emancipation is the entire, how much, hundreds of thousands of us who is emancipated from slavery. And the disrespect that is being perpetrated over the years bothers me. And I'm saying this with respect. It's just that I'm emotional, and I'm hoping that nobody would misconstrue and put it and deduce this to bullying. Yes, the new word on the block. You can't talk. You have to be very circumspect in what you say, how you say it, and when you say it, because you know why? Politics. Politics, politician, party, and race is not in my itinerary. Share the consciousness. And in case you always closing all your fridge, the line what I took and patented from the Prime Minister, politics, party, race, and those things is not in my itinerary, because I hear people on, for the longest while, a certain clique, the defenders, and I'm speaking honorable members across the board. Why is it? Where is the equity in things like these? When people could have their places and open 24/0, you never hear them going in the Queen's Park Savannah for half an hour, 20 minutes. It's only in this community things like this happen. But the Calypsonians is whose, you know, they say by Calypsonian stories are told. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to play this Calypso respectfully.
You see that a nation without a soul is like a ship that has lost its rudder. No nation at all. Born in a land of such great expectation, over the years I watched its deterioration. Just couldn't stand by idly and say it's a shame. Someone or something in this land has to be blamed. Politics for one and politicians for the other. Make sure the good of this land don't stay together. How could some place so good turn out so bad? Where is the love in this land that we once had? Somebody thief in the soul of my nation. Somebody gone with the love that we had. Somebody thief in the soul of my nation. Somebody driving this country mad. And we, yes you and me, we have to stop this conspiracy. I'm telling you we, yes you and me, we have to stop this conspiracy. Somebody thief in the soul pregnancy have taken over my land. Much too much political corruption. Talk about race only cause more confusion. Who would ever try to put all these wrongs right? Too much frustration without no end in sight. Leader after leader put the nation under pressure, and ordinary people just have to run for cover, Lord. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Somebody gone with the love that we had. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Somebody driving my country mad. And we, yes, you and me, we have to stop this conspiracy. I'm telling you, we, yes, you and me, we have to stop this conspiracy. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Work ethics keep on going down the drain. Young people today say they ain't working again. They tell you blatantly they ain't working no more. They tired work and can't see what they working for. Price in the groceries gone sky high. The goods on the shelf and poor people cannot buy. We morals and we money gone, we don't know where it went. This can never be happening by accident. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Somebody gone with
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Calypsonians sang songs to tell a story years ago, and it is reality today, up to today. Why is it certain people in this country cannot get a little freedom in terms of assets, in terms of equity? The Panchenbego headquarters, I don't know what is the situation with the headquarters as we speak. All I can say, over the years, I know that property was on 11 acres, 11. Then it was told that there wasn't any deed for the property. The property was swapped for a building which I believe have to be demolished. A new building supposed to be built. We all here in 2025 with all these projects. We know the election is imminent, but the thing is, speaking these topics is speaking politics in some people's mind. You can't talk that. But this is the reality of things. This is the reality. Because when we speak culture, the Calypsonians sang it before. Director, continue with the song, this Calypso, sir. Listen attentively. Listen and share the consciousness.
somebody thief in the soul of a nation. We need to make some much more supplication. And we, yes, you and me, we have to stop this conspiracy. I'm telling you, we, yes, you and me, we have to stop this conspiracy. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Everything wrong in this land today looks alright, defended by those who we know should know better. Raping women in the land is a disaster, yet the punishment recommended drive them to anger. What in the world are we really coming to? Where do we go from here? What are we going to do? The laws in the place is nothing but a waste, cannot be implemented. What a judicial disgrace. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Somebody gone with the morals of this land. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Somebody causing much too much frustration. And we, yes, you and me, we have to stop this conspiracy. I'm telling you, we, yes, you and me, we have to stop this conspiracy. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation. Somebody thief in the soul of a nation.
By Calypsonians, stories are told. I would have liked to play another calypso by a Calypsonian, but I'm being told I mightn't be able to play that calypso because it might be flagged. And that's the tune by Brother Valentino, Birds That Fly High. Reality. So all those who are listening, pull up on your own the calypso by Valentino, Birds That Fly High, must come back down to die. We live in a country where equity doesn't seem to be realistic. Some people this morning, I'm looking at the headlines, and a special or a known bank in this country is revealing that there are now 650 million in profits. Hear my words. I could call the bank Scotia Bank because it's on the media. Scotia Bank is now indicating there are 650 million in profits. But when you have an account in the bank, your money keeps going down. And this is the honest truth. You have your money and every month something is happening. And probably because it's so contradictory I cannot explain. While people are standing in line, as I keep saying, with a sauce and a teacup, some people is getting backhoes filled and moving on. Emancipation, we keep hearing situations like this.
Culture.
Our love for each other and our culture is critical and important. But in this year marketplace, we have to take a stake in it. We have to encourage each other to start and to do businesses. We must produce the things we need. And that way you gain the respect of others in a very serious way.
Trinidad and Tobago are indeed appreciative of this visit, and particularly at this time, as we commemorate the emancipation from African enslavement in 1838. Historians on both sides of the Atlantic have written volumes on the torturous experiences of our ancestors, who in some parts of the Americas were equated with animals in the fields, to be flogged, bought and sold, and the idea of family was erased with extreme brutality. Enslavement over some 400 years meant not only dawn to dust work in the fields, but a destruction of all of the enslaved's cultural support. His or her personhood, their family systems, religion, music, art, culture, language. This being our lot, the concepts of ownership, asset, and wealth were clearly not meant for us, according to them.
Celebration of a victory in a battle does not mean that you have won the war. The war is yet to be won. It's an ongoing process.
Gentlemen, yes, ladies and gentlemen, culture. We keep hearing the word culture, but yet still the Emancipation Committee, which represents this country on Emancipation Day, is in a house for so much years, so much years. I urge for you to listen. Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
2024 Kwanzaa Market is back at the Garden Theatre, Queen's Hall on Saturday 14th December and Sunday 15th December. Come enjoy music, food and drinks while you shop for local delicacies, home decor, skincare items, clothing, jewelry and unique gift items in the beautiful natural ambience of the Garden Theatre. If you missed shopping at the Emancipation Village this year, here is your chance to get those special items. Come to the Kwanzaa Market Saturday 14th December from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday 15th December from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. See you there.
If you miss shopping at the Emancipation Village, now head to the Queen's Park Savannah, the Queen's Hall. I ask that we support this cause. I ask that we go to the Queen's Hall and support this. There are a lot of entrepreneurs who would be there. Let's give our support. We saw the dates. But I am saying respectfully, after all these years, my God, why the Emancipation Support Committee, which represents hundreds of thousands of us in this country, doesn't get a space? So these entrepreneurs will be doing business year-round. And we take a lot of crime off the streets. Facts, no fiction. Realistically, we do not understand. Some of us believe it's only in social programs where young people have to gravitate to. Some of us young people, if a space is available, could start their young business, their own business in these places. Once there is a space. Once there is a space. Just like how the other people in Shagona side by side doing their businesses year-round. Just like how the land which was given in Shagaramas, multi-million-dollar businesses where we'll go and patronize year-round. Cha-ching, cha-ching! Do we not know about cha-ching, cha-ching when we are hearing millions and millions and billions in overruns and we hear the word COVID and we hear the word? It touches me. It touches me to see where we are at this country after so long, since 1962. And an election is imminent. We do not know what will be the outcome of the election, while some people who I would ascribe to political acolytes, who is walking in the dark, hear my words, they are walking in the dark with unlighted candles in their hands, with bridles on their faces. No destination, no direction, my God, where we are at only defending politics, politicians, party and race, while most of us cannot enjoy a little freedom and equity. And this is my problem. I came out because when I saw that ad with the Emancipation Support Committee, who is in a house for so much years, and I'm seeing people, businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses popping up here, there, everywhere, allegedly on agricultural lands, which was given, and they're opening their multi-million-dollar businesses, and the Emancipation Support Committee in a house, in a residential area, so they have to go here, there, and everywhere, while other people do their businesses. And it are people sitting down on the outside, want to criticize and chastise and ostracize, just as the situation with Tobago. I heard the Attorney General said white wasn't probably here. All kind of politicians now, self-made politicians saying all kind of thing out of context, all kind of thing. It bothers me. Why we can't hold people accountable on all sides? Hear my words. Don't say what I say. Why we do not hold honorable members on all sides accountable? Because the word government, Government, The ingredient in that word, Government, is Govern, to govern. Yes. To govern, but some strange reason, some miraculous means, whoever is in charge, who's supposed to govern, there are people who, as again I would ascribe to political acolytes, I know them by now, by voice, by now, who are only propping up and making excuses for situations which doesn't come into fruition since 1962. So the politicians could get away squeaky clean on all sides. I don't want nobody misconstrued. All sides, all honorable members, respectfully, it's time people work on behalf of our country. Too much, too much, too much. And when you speak like me, it's all kind of different things. But I always say, fear not what man can do to you, but fear Almighty God who is in heaven. And I always say, today don't belongs to me. Tomorrow don't belong to me. So I live every day as my last. History will absolve me on what I see, because I'm not coming on behalf of anyone to ask for anything. I see a country which is in need, which is going down a precipice, where if we don't watch ourselves based on how things are going, the word IMF just keep coming up in my mental. The abbreviation IMF. Why can't we hold people accountable in this country? So much is happening on all sides, as I keep saying. So I don't want nobody to say what I ain't say. There is something called barter. When you could have give some flour and get some rice. You could give fig and get some oil. I give my vote to get good governance, full stop. I ain't coming to defend no politician and no politics. I hear long enough to understand life and analyze things to know what is right, what is wrong. There are certain things which you cannot control, which would go into cost overruns, if I want to say that. Yes. But when there are things that doesn't seem right, how do you speak about it without people say you're politicizing it and they want to come after your jugular? This small twin island republic. And pretty soon, for all you know, it might be a triple island republic. People don't like to hear the reality of things. We say minimum wage, but what is in place to ensure people are paying minimum wage when most of those who are on the outside is working in every single institution, and they say the Trinidadian men don't want to work? That is true to a point. I am not ignorant or arrogant, because I don't want nobody to accuse me of bullying, yes? This country, no checks and balances by those who are on top. And as the Prime Minister indicated, based on the salary situation, I don't want to stray, the management of this country, the management is not only the government, because there are people in places who are supposed to manage. But I see a total mismanagement in this country from top to bottom. Allegedly so. Because the way how things are going, I'm asking myself what tomorrow will bring. What tomorrow will bring. Do we study our children and grandchildren? Do we study the mothers who are hurting, who have lost so much children? Plenty of men who have died. You know the hurt some people are toting? Do we know? We live every day as we get up, we turn on the radio, and it's Bacchanal, Lackery, and Kankatang Trinidad style. God slipped through the back window. God slipped through the door. It's only Bacchanal, Lackery, and Kankatang. Politics, party, race, and other things in that realm. Where are we going as a people? Where are we heading to? And it will get worse, because some kind of things will take place in the next few months where an election is concerned. some of us will be shocked of our wits. We will be shocked out of our wits by certain things which would come up, and who would be where and who would be there and everywhere, based on this election which will be held pretty soon. I don't understand why is it in our country, this small country, this little country, so much is taking place. We are catapulting and showing ourselves in the faces of others who is so much bigger than us, 10 times bigger than us, but we are so small, but we're looking for notice. Life is a stage and we are the actors. Yes. And everybody have a part to play. But everybody want to star, like the so-called callers who this because I ask myself the question, what it is? Defender of politics and party and things not happening how it's supposed to. It bothers me. Director, my time is coming to a close. So I'm coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen. I ask for you to share the consciousness. Share the consciousness of where we are as a people. More so, people that look like me, where we don't know nothing about business. We know about business, but are we getting the opportunity? And as I live, conscious talk.
Tune into The Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk.
Emancipation cannot be a one-day dress-up in African card event. It has to be a serious process in which resources are provided to our people to ensure they are emancipated. You cannot develop on handouts. That's another form of domination and control. When programs and policies are put in place so that you can develop economically, so that you can become business people, then and only then we can begin to talk about economic development.
Conscious Talk. Conscious Talk. Talk.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on The Street 919.